Alright, getting ready to replace some sockets. I'm going to do both of these guys since I'm going to do this one because I need to access it for my fluke, and I can't do it with this socket, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace both of these guys. Since I'm doing one, it don't really take that long. Well, that didn't work out. Okay. Cool. Furnace should be shutting off here in a second. I know it's loud, but it's necessary. This will just, you know, I should have done this in the first place. I got the fluke, I might as well see if I got RAM and ROM problems, access issues, which I don't think I do. But we're going to find out for sure. Ooh. So did anybody else watch my Browns beat the Steelers in the playoffs last night? Wasn't that something? It was very enjoyable. But the Brownies are going to be running into a buzzsaw next week. Kansas City. Chiefs are rolling, so but at least we beat Pittsburgh. That really is awesome, and I hope that Pittsburgh goes on a nice long sucky time. They deserve it. Now we'll get the pokey guy. You know what kind of amazes me? All of these repairs that I've done, I've never had to replace a pokey. I've never had a bad pokey chip on a repair. That's crazy. Maybe it's because that's something that people know to look for. It's an easy fix. Okay, we got some bare traces here. Nothing damaged. I don't see damage. This is a nice board. This is a really nice looking board. Turn that iron on. Yeah, it's going to be nice to exercise this exercise all of the whatchamacallit, the RAMs and ROMs. Throw all this garbage away. I'm running low on sockets, and I got a nice, I just ordered a lot of sockets. Ordered a lot. I go through a lot. Y'all know that. You guys know that. I go through a lot of sockets. Okay. I'll try to give you a good view of the solder in here. Just bear with me. I should be able to zoom right in on it pretty good. Let's give this down and a turn and a zoom. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll just go with that. Good pass. Try not to hit the camera. And I'll try to stay out the way. I'm trying to give you a view. It's a tough angle. Yeah, sorry guys, can't do that. There's that. Now we will do the pot key. I don't know if I just went backwards or forward. There we go. Let me see if I can get this started. Without it falling. Okay. Now I'm going to have to come back over here. Alright, that is it for that, guys. Okay, now we're going to back up here. Get you know what, I got to hook up the fluke and everything, get this all hooked up, so let me do that and we will be back, and I will turn this thing around and I'll give you a good view of the fluke. Okay, we are recording and we are hooked up. I'm going to plug in and turn on missile command board. I'm going to plug in the monitor just so that I can see what's going on the screen. Okay, let's do a bus test. Auto bus test is good. That's good. Let's start with our RAM. 3FF, of course. 0 to 3FF. Atari always has 0 to 3FF. 0. Okay, good. And let's do RAM at what, 400 to 5FF. Okay. And it says RAM at 600 to 3 or 4. 600 to 600 to 4FFF, is that right? Oops. Oops. That can't be right? Alright, I'm going to go over to my computer while that does what it does. That might fail. I don't... That seems like a lot of RAM for this board. Where did it stop? Yeah, it stopped at 4,000, so I'm kind of thinking that it's to 3FF. 600 to 3FF. Not 4FF. I don't know. I'm going to look up the ROM ranges really quick. I'll be right back. Just take me a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I just printed off a couple of things. And yeah, RAM is to 3FF. I have here on a working missile command board, I ran a learn function, and it goes through all of the CPU stuff, and I wrote it out, typed it out. So yeah, there's no RAM at 4000. That's why it beeped. So the RAM is all good. That's good. Let's do ROMs. ROMs start at 5000. And these things have, where'd the sheet go that I just had a sheet. What'd I do with it? Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm back. We're going 5000 to 53FF, or yeah, 53FF. That's 1K. And signature, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, if that's 808, ROM 808, it's B452. Let's try that. Hey, that's right. Okay, where's my pencil? Of course I don't have, yeah, okay. I'm gonna write the range here. That one was 5000 to 53FF. Now we're gonna go 54, oops, to 57FF, and we're gonna do, see, I've got the 11 ROM version is not in MAME, so you can't just do ROM ident and get a fluke sig. I actually had to use CalcSig, the fluke program CalcSig, to get these signatures, and I'm not exactly sure where 810 ROM is on the board, you know. So I'm writing the ranges down. This one I believe is 5CFC, BCFC, BCFC. And that's 54 to 57FF. And okay, that is not on my list. That is not on my list. I'm going to repeat F7CC. It's the same thing. Maybe it's a different version. I don't know. Because it's not the actual ROMs. The actual ROMs that are on this board, I did not do CalcSig on. I did on a different set. Maybe this is a different version. I don't know. I'm going to write down F7CC. And that was 5400 57FF. Now we'll go to 58. ROM 58, and that is to 5BFF. And let's try F40A. F40A. Let's try that. BCFC. Okay, BCFC. So this one is actually 58. Hundred to 5 BFF. Let's do the next range. I'm just going to do ranges. Go, you know. The next one is, what was that? 5 to B, so it's 5C00 to 5FFF. And let's just do it. Let's just run it and see what it tells us, what the signature is, and we'll match it up to this. 89CB, which is not on here. 5C00 to 5FFF. 89CB. Okay. So let's try 6000. 63 FF. And let's just run it. See what it tells us. That one is that signature. So F40A is 6000 to 63 FF. Alright, now let's do the next 64 to 67 FF. See what it tells us. 3F4, that's right there. 3F4. Okay. So that's 64. 67 FF. Now let's do 68. Now 68 is the 2K ROM. So that's to 6 FFF. And that should be EF62. Okay, that one's good. Okay, now let's try, I'm going to just try 7 to 7FF and see what it tells me. EF62. That was the one I just did. Oh, no. B25D. B25D. See, these ROMs are split. This is the 6 ROM version. I just did this whole version, which on my board is split into 2 ROMs. But it came up because it's split, so I really should just be doing the whole ranges and checking it against this. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's do 78 to 7 FFF. B888. See if that gives us what we need. Nope. .461B. So let's go back to 5000. 57FF. And let's try F25A. Okay, good. Now let's try 58 to 50 FFF, and that is 3977. And if it's a different checksum, I'm writing it down. If it's a different signature, and that one is okay. That's good. Now let's try 6000 7FF, and it should be E850. Nope. 008A. 008A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Missile Command version 1, because this is version 2. You see, I'm checking version 2, but I'm going to check and see if these match version 1. These might be version 1 ROMs. So I'm just writing down what they give me, and then we'll check it out later. 68 6 FFF EF 462. Okay, and another one at 7th thou. B25D. This one was good. We'll do it anyway. B25D. Good. So we had two that were bad. That came up bad. And I'm going to try this one again. 78. And let's put 461B because that's what it came up with. That is not my signature. You can see right here 461B is what it came up with, and that's what it come up with again. So that tells me that the decoding is working and it's getting to there and it's reading that, but that's not right. So maybe there's a I mean, there could be a trace problem there or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to check version 1 ROMs and see if that matches version 1. Be right back. Okay, so they did not match version 1 ROMs. So what I want to do is, man, I need to know which ones those are. The high guys are the two way over here, which one of them I think I burnt a new one maybe. Yeah. I verified these ROMs. The ROMs were good. I remember that. I think there's a decoding issue. I'm gonna try running this thing. It won't run. It won't run, but it'll. Yeah. That's all it'll do. Where are you, reset? There we go. Okay, well, we have a decoding problem because these ROMs, the ROMs are not bad. I don't believe. Yeah, so I think I would like to swap some ROMs around. I need to look at the schematic and find out where. Like I know 820. Okay, I'm gonna grab the camera. I know 820 ROM. This is 25, 24, 23, 25, 24, 23, 20. Is that one in the right spot? That's 23. 23, 24, 25. I thought this was 25, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's not smoking hot. I think this ROM might be in the wrong spot. No, it verified good. So no, it's not in the wrong spot. Oh, something funny's going on because I could have swore this is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is 23. Seems like it should go here. Right? I don't know, guys. I got to look at this a little bit and find out what's going on. That's throwing me a little bit. I would think that this ROM should be right here. But this one is a 2K ROM. These are all 1K ROMs. These are 2708s, which have 3 voltages. These use 12 volts, -5, and +5 volts. If this is in the wrong thing, if this is in the wrong socket, this only uses 5 volts. If this is in the wrong socket, this thing will fry. But it's not smoking hot. But it seems like it should go here. I don't know. Okay, I'll be back. Let me investigate this a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the power pins on this guy and see if this indeed has 3 voltages or just the 5. So I got to figure this out. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm going to find out what ROMs are what range. I'm going to go through all of these little 1K ranges and probe the ROM pins themselves and find out what ROMs are activated by what range. And I'll put you on the camera so that you can watch. So give me a second and I'll set it up. Okay, you are set up. I need to plug in the camera so it don't die. Okay, good to go. I am looping 5000 to 53FF right now. This guy right up here is the high. Can you see that? Yeah, that's the high range guy. How Atari always works is the very high. I'm going to stop this. I'll just do a bus test that interrupts it and stops it. Now if I probe all of these pin 20. Pin 20 is the chip select, basically, the output enable. There's 2 of them. Pin 18 is always low. That is 20. Here's 18. 18 is always low. These are always enabled. It's just they're tri-stated until pin 20 pulses. Then it enables that. You see, 18 is always low. 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18, 18, 18. 18 is always low. Okay, what Atari does is the high range, which is where the reset vector on a 6502 is like FFDE or FFCF or something weird like that. So when this thing fires up, that's where it goes. And this is always enabled. This guy is enabled. Always. Pin 20, see, here's pin 20 on these guys. The enable has to be low. Pin 20. High. 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 Now just trust me, these are all high on pin 20. This guy, however, is low. This guy rests enabled. This ROM is enabled until when this selects one of these ROMs, it'll pulse this high as it pulses this low. So this disengages, and these in whatever this is selecting engages at the same time, so that this one tri-states and this one dumps onto the bus, or whichever one it's selecting. See, I hope you understand. I hope you get that concept. That this is how the decoding works. This one will rest enabled, and when you try to enable another ROM, this one will pulse high, and I'll show you that. So I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna do a ROM test. You know what I'm gonna do? Well, I do want to do this. Let's do a ROM. at 5,000 to 53 FF. I can actually I could read at 5,000 if I wanted and loop it. But I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to loop this. I am looping 5,000 to 53 FF. That is this guy right here, I think. Now, this is what I'm doing this for. I want to find out what ROM is enabled by what range. This guy I know is the high range ROM. This is the 7C00 7FFF ROM right here. This guy will be pulsing on pin 20. See that? See how low is more lit? That means this is low and goes high. If you understand that concept, it's low going high. Now I'm going to find out which one of these is also pulsing. That means this one's disengaging, and one of these is engaging at the same time, and I want to find out which one it is. And it might be this guy right here. This is where I'm going to start. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not this guy. 5,000 is not this guy. And it's not that guy either. Nope. There it is. H1. So I'm going to write this stuff down. 5,000 to 53 FF is H1. Okay. Now I am going to stop. I'm going to do a ROM at... You know what? I can just do a read. I'll read at 5400 and I will loop that. Remember, this guy will be pulsing again. Now let's find out which one is also pulsing. It's this guy. Now none of these guys should be pulsing. They should all be high. Okay, that's because the decoding is only hammering this guy, wasn't it? Yeah. D1 is that range. 5400 to 57 FF is D1. Next range we're going to look at is 5800 to 5B FF. Okay. And I could explain why that is 1K of range. That would require writing and showing bits and doing binary and finding out. You know, maybe we'll do that. Let's do a ROM read again at 58 and loop. And once again, this guy will be disengaging. See? We want to make sure that this guy's disengaging, because it has to be. Now we'll just find out who's pulsing. And it should only be one. So I'm going to find out which one it is, and then I'm going to check every other one too and make sure that they're not. Okay, it's this guy right here, but it shouldn't be anyone else. If anyone else is pulsing, that'll mess it up. So this range is JK1. Now we're going 5C00 to 5FFF. So I'm going to do a read at 5C00 and loop it. This guy is disengaging. And okay, nope. It's this guy. E. And only that guy. We don't want anything corrupted. Okay. E1. Now we're going to 6,000 to 63 FF. And I'm going to read at 6,000. Loop. Okay. This guy is disengaging. Okay, it's KL1. KL1 is that range. Okay, now we're going 64 to 67 FF. Okay, so I'm going to read at 64 and loop. Once again, we're going to make sure this guy is disengaging. Okay. F1. Okay, F1 is that range. Now we're going to 68. And 68 is going to be this 2K ROM right here. So that's 68 to 66 FFF. So that is going to be this guy, LM1, because that is a 2K ROM. And we can do a read at 68. And we'll loop it. Once again, this guy's got to disengage. Okay. These will all be high. That guy's pulsing. Okay. And now we're just to prove that that range is for here. That whole range, the 2K range, we'll do a read at 6C00. That would be the next 1K. So 6C00, this guy should still pulse. So we'll do a ROM read, 6C00, and loop. And once again, this guy is disengaging. And these guys are all high. This guy will pulse. It's a 2K ROM. Okay. Now we're going to move on to 7,000 to 73 F and F. So we'll read at 7,000 and loop it. This guy should be disengaged. Disengaging. That's going to be this ROM, I think. Nope, it's this one. Okay, so NP1. Okay, now we're going, oh yeah, we got more ranges to get to. 7,400 to 77 F. So we'll read at 74 and loop. This guy will disengage. Okay. Now we'll find out where this guy is at. MN1. And 78 to 7B, F, F. So we'll read 78. Loop. This guy is disengaging. And what's cool, when we get to this range, this won't pulse. It'll just be flatline low. But we'll find out which one is pulsing. R1. And 7C00 to 7FFF is going to be this guy. So we will read at 7C00 and loop. And this will just be flatline low. That's enabled. This is reading from this ROM right now. And the rest of them should be high. Okay, so I would say that the decoding is just fine. Some of these ROMs, maybe a different, another version, 2E, version 2E. Is this a new missile command version? 2E? The tags are 035816 and then 02E. I'm curious. I wonder. I wonder if I should burn some 2708s of the regular missile command code and see if, what was there, 2 of them that weren't right? No, there would be 4 probably, because I had 2 ranges fail and there's 2 chips per range. So I had 4 of these chips fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 035, 035. $27.08, 27. These are all 27.08. Strange, guys. Weird stuff. Weird, wild stuff. Okay, I got some good information though. I've got all of these ranges mapped to a chip, which is good. So I can, if I want to further investigate and further verify these ROM files. Wait a minute. I'd have to watch the video. Did I verify these ROMs? I think I did. I think I already did verify these ROMs. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I really don't know. I don't remember. Weird, wild stuff. Okay. What I was going to say though is I could get the signature with the fluke, and I'll probably do that off camera. This has been a long portion. I'm going to go to these ranges and I'm going to get the signature from all of these guys. And then I can actually dump all of these and then compare the fluke signatures on CalcSig and see if they match. Because I don't remember if I verified these. Goodness gracious, I can't remember anything hardly anymore. I got too much going on. But, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go back and look at my video and see if I actually... I think I remember dumping these ROMs. I don't know. Okay. Guys, I'm going to mess around a little bit and I'll be back. But I think I'm going to dump these. Get a signature with a fluke off camera on all those ranges, those 11 ROMs. And then go from there. Could be barking up the wrong tree though. I don't think this is a decoding problem at all. But why would these not match? Why am I getting beeps? Why am I getting fails if I verified them against what I've got? Mystery, anyone? Alright, guys, I'll be back.